Hello and welcome to a new episode of Bahraini Dishes Cooking Show. My name is Chef Ali Youssef and today I'm preparing for you something called margog lahan. This is, we call it khubz margog, and this is the main, that's instead of bread or rice, that's the main thing with the meat goes, yeah? And also I've got vegetables, I've got the meat, I got like 1 kg of mutton, and I've got tomatoes, and I've got red onions, got tomato paste, and I've got ginger paste, and I've got also garlic, and these are, I'll tell you about it later, just bear with me please. And I have 2 black lemon, and I've got a cube of beef stock, and I've got yogurt, and I've got, what else? The rest of the spices will go through it once while we're going. Water is boiling. I'm going to place the meat into the water at least for an hour or half an hour, one hour and a half. That'd be great. To get it more tender and I would say almost cooked, because we don't want to have the meat very tough. All right, I'll leave it there for an hour, I would say 1 hour and a half. Oh, before we go, let me put some herbs, get the stock taste better. I'm going to put cinnamon. Remember, I told you earlier, bear with me, I'll tell you what it is. Cinnamon stick, bay leaves, black pepper, cloves, and cardamom goes in there, and a little of, not even, I would say half tablespoon of turmeric. We'll leave it there for 1 hour and a half, and then let's pass 1 hour at least, and then we come back to the rest of the recipe actually, and then we can go from there. Bear with us 1 hour and we will be back. Welcome back, and we're done our 1 hour, and now we're going to continue the rest of the recipe. Need to heat this first. Then going to put oil. Right. And just gonna let it heat there. And while it's heating, going to take around 8 garlics, 8 cloves, and then I'm going to mash it, muddle it. It's the best way to get more flavor out of it. We're starting with the onions first. Then I'm going to add the garlic on top of it. Margog is one of the famous dish in Bahrain, and usually they do it for lunch actually, and during the holy month also we do it for iftar. It's pretty good. It's very heavy meat. Not very heavy, but that's what you think. That makes you pass out. No, it's just heavy meal. You can have enough of it and still you won't be lazy, or feel the laziness after the food. No, you won't feel it after eating this dish. I'm going to add the black lemons, and then I'm going to add the ginger paste that's been blended in the food processor. Didn't put it here because it's gonna be too loud. Also, margog, you can do it with an actual dough. Actually, to me, it's the same recipe of, same ingredients of khubz margog, which is flour, water, salt, sugar, and oil. The same thing. Just this is with wheat, that one with the flour. And this is much thinner, and that's the dough. Of course, when you press it and then you cut it into rounds and you throw it there, and then it will absorb the whole gravy there. So, and it get thick, and then that time to eat it. Because you will need to put it for another 40 minutes actually if you use the dough only. And if you don't know how to make the dough, it's easy. You just go to the bakery, or we call it khabbaz, and you ask for the dough, and they will give it to you. And instead of buying bread, you buy the dough for the bread. I'm gonna leave it for another 5 minutes. Not going anywhere, but let me cut some vegetables for later. And I've got also, I've already cut the tomatoes, and I have capsicum here, and I need carrot, and I need eggplant and zucchini. Don't need a lot of it. That should be enough, because you need small squares to add it to the dish. Not peeling the carrots. Cut them to half. That should be enough. I would say half moon. Or if you can do cubes, also not a problem. Those also I'm going to do them half moon. The zucchinis. And then the eggplant. Now, going to add, first of all, I'm going to add the carrots, because they take time to cook. And then I'll leave it. I'm going to cut also the eggplant. Can be half moon, can be cubes. If you want to add potatoes, feel free and go ahead. It's just I didn't add them to the recipe today. We keep stirring it. Then I'm going to add the meat. Turn it off. Wow, this looks nice actually. Can't wait to have it later. It will be sure gonna be tender. Now I'm going to add yogurt. Going to add tomato paste. This smells good. You can add tomatoes perhaps on top. Now, time to put the spices. Starting off with salt. I will add more later. Don't worry. I know it's not enough. That was actually 2 tablespoons, and here I have 1 pinch of black pepper. We'll make it 2. Then you have turmeric powder. We're going for tablespoon, and to use Bahraini bazaar, tablespoon of bazaar. We're not putting a lot of spices in here, and I'm putting an optional actually black lemon powder. Let's mix this. And now what we can do is I'm going to add this stock that has been made earlier. And I'm sure it's very rich flavor because it has been there for 1 hour cooking. And that's what we discussed earlier. Not gonna put all of it, it's just a little bit. Then going to add a little bit of water. And going to add that was 500 ml water, by the way, in case you're thinking how much water did I put. And from there you had the count earlier. It was a few scoops. Beef stock, throw it in there, followed by the vegetable here. So you can cook everything together. If you think your water is less, you can add more, and if you want less than this, you still can remove. So we'll wait another 15 to 20 minutes to get all these vegetables cooked and done, and then and put it in a medium heat for 5 minutes, and the rest is very low heat. See you guys in 20 minutes. Welcome back, and now we are back after 30 minutes of margog is cooking. So apparently it's ready. That smells good. Can't wait to taste it. Won't be long till we start eating it, but we need to plate it now. As I said, you can do this or you can make dough. Dough is just 3/4 of flour and some salt and some sugar and oil. Make nice dough, roll it, press it, then cut it into squares, and you throw it in there, and we'll cook with it for at least 40 minutes. This is all gonna go down because it's gonna observe the gravy. Let's do this slowly and gently. I will be all over the plate, not all over the table or anywhere else. Be careful, guys, when you pour it, because it's not funny when you burn yourself. I'm not gonna add more. It's just we'll do the plating with it, and then we can play with the rest later. That's a beautiful piece of meat. Here's another one. And you will put your meat or vegetables and plating, actually. So it depends on how big your plate is. That looks beautiful, nice colors, nice vegetables. I'm just making sure that vegetables I have cooked there has to be on the plate. Right, I suggest you to cook it anytime you can, anytime you could, anytime you're hungry, and you will enjoy it. Up to here, we have reached the end of our today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Thank you. See you again tomorrow with another delicious dish. Goodbye.